Pastor Dan from Dexter Gospel Church with another Proverbs Practical. Thanks for watching. Today's verse looks at how our priorities should shape our actions. We're in Proverbs 24, verse 27. Proverbs 24:27 says, "Prepare thy work without, and make it fit for thyself in the field, and afterwards build thine house." So the verse speaks about the balance between necessity and comfort, and then maybe takes it another step to give us some sound advice. We would all agree that you do what you have to do before you do what would just make things easier or simpler or more comfortable. We know that necessities are more important than luxuries. But we don't always prioritize this real well, apply that wisely from day to day. So Solomon looks at two major elements of life: work and home. The thing that provides your livelihood and keeps you alive versus the thing that makes you comfortable while you live. He says that you should prepare your work outside before you build your house. Now, houses are very nice things to have. I like having the four walls on the top part very much. But in their climate, a house wasn't really a necessity like it is in ours here in Michigan. You could live in a tent if you needed to there year-round, and many people did for generations. However, if you didn't have a harvest, you were going to starve, and no four walls could protect you from that. The problem is that the result is distant from the action. If you were going to have a harvest, you had to be working for it months in advance, sometimes nearly a year in advance, as soon as the last harvest ended. If you were going to have a harvest next year, there was prep work you should do this year. If you were going to have herds, if you were some kind of keeper of sheep or goats or cattle instead of a land farmer, if you were going to have herds that were going to sustain you for a lifetime, that was a process that took years to develop properly, and a failure to do things right this year could ruin you years down the road. But if you built a house, you got to live in it as soon as you finished it. Everything you did made it better and more comfortable as soon as you did it. The process of clearing fields didn't give you anything to eat. Neither did tilling the land, nor did planting the seed, nor pulling the weeds. You reaped the benefits of all that work way after you did it. Now, it's not that working on the house was lazy. Building a house is hard work. It's just that if you were going to survive, let alone prosper and thrive, you had to learn to prioritize your work in the wisest way. You had to do what was most important, not what was most convenient or what would feel the best the soonest. You had to free yourself from the tyranny of the now and live for the future. It's not that it's wrong to have a house, to work on some comforts or conveniences. The danger is doing those things when there are other things that need to be done. And for that matter, having a better crop, a better harvest, a better herd would enable you to build a better house down the road. He says that once the field is prepared, sure, go ahead, work on the house. Just make sure that you do what you need to do for the future before you do what you want to do for the present. Now, most of us don't work in fields. Most of us don't have to build our own houses. But many of us do still live like slaves to the now, or what we think will be good for tomorrow, not thinking months or years down the road, let alone about eternity. If we're going to work hard, and we should, may we learn to prioritize that labor wisely. I hope this video is a help to you. If so, hit the like button. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel for more insights from Scripture. Until next time, I hope you stay well and live with smart priorities.